Hi, my name is Tom Rice. I was diagnosed with RSD, CRPS back in 2011. I tried pretty much everything a person could to get myself in a better place. I didn't know exactly what I was dealing with when I was first diagnosed. I ended up having corrective surgery on my foot for tarsal tunnel, and 2 weeks into recovery, it swelled up twice its size and turned all these colors, and the surgeon said it looks like you have RSD. Sent me over to my pain management doctor, and they started treating me aggressively with sympathetic lumbar blocks. They said that they were going to kick it into remission because they caught it early. We did that for about 6 months. It's a grueling schedule. We did it every week. We get put to sleep, and then they do the block, and next week we do the same thing. It was just repeat, and then it spread to my right foot and leg. So now I have dealing with RSD in both feet and legs. It was a difficult time because we ran a very busy life, and we had to let all that go, and I wasn't able to function. Ended up in a scooter and wasn't able to walk, and let's stop for a second. So to further elaborate on my injury, I was working with a podiatrist, and he said that I had tarsal tunnel in my left foot and that he needed to do surgery to correct this. About 2 weeks into recovery, my foot swelled up huge, twice its size. I didn't know what was wrong with it. He said it looked like RSD and sent me over to my pain doctors, because I was already seeing pain doctors for degenerative disc disease. And they said that we treat RSD here. You have RSD, and we need to treat this aggressively. So we did sympathetic lumbar injections week after week for about 6 months, and then it spread into my right foot and leg. And at that time, I was starting to get worried and digging more into what is RSD, what is CRPS, because I felt like they just told me, we're going to fix this, we're going to cure you. I find out 4 years later into this, there is no cure for this, and I gotta stop again. So when I got RSD in my left foot and they were treating me with these blocks, I wasn't able to walk because I had surgery on my foot and I was in a boot cast, and I was using a knee cart, and I was in a knee cart way longer than one should have been. It was 6 months, and I forgot how to walk, and then it spread to my right foot. So now I'm not able to use the knee cart, and they were actually going to put a boot cast on both feet. So that would have put me in a wheelchair at the time. So I started studying RSD and CRPS very seriously, and it scared me to death to see what we were up against. I did not realize how this affects a person and that it can spread. I've been having eye issues, and the doctors thought that the RSD was starting to spread to my face. So we were starting to get really concerned with the disease and what it was doing to me. Started researching quite a bit about ketamine. Was on the internet every day. I heard a lot of good things about Dr. Hanna, and I actually know a few people that come here to this clinic, and heard a lot of good things about the staff and the doctors. So my wife and I went and bought an RV, got on the road, drove down here. I was at my wit's end at the time. I was not in a good place, a lot of pain. It was a constant 8 to 10 bone crushing, non-stop, 24/7. Tons of opiates that I would take, handfuls a day. I was on 9 different medications. None of those were helping. I'd been on them for almost 4 years, and I was on the highest doses of things that you could use, and they just weren't scratching the surface anymore. So we put it all on the line to come down here and try the ketamine, and I just kept an open mind that this is going to take time, feeling hopeful that Dr. Hanna was going to make this pain stop. We sat and talked for quite a while, met all the staff here. Everybody's amazing. The whole place is like a happy atmosphere here. It just felt right, felt good. The doctor cared, he understood, knew the pain, knew it was a monster, knew what I was up against, and told me everything's going to be okay. So we did a 10-day infusion. I was coming here every day, 8 o'clock, for about 4 to 5 hours, and we'd go back to the RV where we were staying. We did that for 10 days straight, and on the 10th day, I finally got relief. I woke up, and I told my wife that I felt normal. So it was quite a moving experience to not have this bone-crushing pain anymore. And the staff was happy, the doctor. It was very moving. It was nice to get life back and have hope again. So we decided to do this protocol and do 2-day infusions every few weeks. And I just finished those as well, and I am feeling so much better. I'm able to walk. I'm not using my cane. I'm not using my scooter. It's a miracle. So many things have changed, and I'll elaborate on that. We went down this road for almost 5 years, and quality of life was pretty much to nothing. I had no energy to do physical things that I loved. I was very active. I loved water. I loved snow. I loved skiing, snowmobiling, fishing, hunting. So I was a pretty busy person. And to have the RSD take all of that away was very difficult. And it's hard on the family. It's been hard on friendships. It's rocked our world. But when we got here to Florida, and they told us, we're gonna help you. I'd never heard that from a doctor before. Usually they're questioning me, wondering, describe what you're feeling. It was almost like they just didn't believe half the time what I was up against, because they didn't know what RSD was or how to treat it. So when we got down here to Florida, I was still dealing with this intense 8 to 10 pain, but I had told myself months before to start weaning off the opiates so that the ketamine would do a better job and hit the receptors that were needed. So that was also a difficult time, but I just weaned off them slowly. By the time I got here, I took my last pill, and that was huge. From then on, the ketamine was what is the only thing that I'm taking. The pain is down to, at worst, it gets to like a 2. So I still have flare-ups here and there, but I can take a troche and let that dissolve in my mouth. They're called ketamine troches, and that knocks the pain down. So the opiates has been huge to get off. The pain is, like I said, from 8 to 10, it's down to a 2 now. At worst, sometimes it's at 0, and I am feeling like a new person. And Dr. Hanna here in Florida, Spine Institute, and his staff have been amazing. They've done miracles with me and many people. To elaborate on my pain, I'm at a 2 now, and I've been actually walking around here, and I feel like a new person. So the bone crushing 24/7 pain is gone, the opiates are gone, the scooter's gone, and I am hoping to go home and exercise and try and live a more manageable life. This isn't a cure. I will be back for ketamine as needed. So my level of pain gets up to a 4, I'll call and come down here. Dr. Hanna and the staff, they've all just been so wonderful. They get this illness, they get this disease, and they all are so positive and supportive. I'm just beyond words as to say how blessed I feel that I found this place. So back in, I'd say 2013, I had a spinal cord stimulator put in to help combat the pain. They put the leads in, was working. It's like sending electrical signals into my feet and legs, and it cuts the pain down. But after, I'd say, a couple of years, nothing was helping anymore. The stimulator wasn't helping, the opiates weren't helping. I was pretty much out of ideas as to what to do to combat this. And that's when I started researching ketamine and talking to people, and I really liked what Dr. Hanna had to offer here in the protocol that he had. I know there's several places one can be, but for me, I feel I found my fit here. I just reflect back on all the things that I've done. It's been hundreds of procedures over the past 5 years, very life-changing ordeals that we've gone through, but we're still here, and the ketamine is a miracle. It's working. Can't believe where I am today now. I never thought I would feel no pain, or 0 to little pain, or manageable pain. It was always over the top pain with nothing helping. So I'll be back as needed, and we'll see how things go back home as far as getting my muscle back. I've lost probably half of my muscle in my body, and physical therapy and exercise and my diet and ketamine. All good things to replace the opiates that were not really doing good at all. So